In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear outer brake hoses on this BMW X5. These are going to be located behind the rear wheels. Let's get into it. Now we're going to take a hood prop rod and compress the brake pedal. And you want to have this up against the seat. That's going to prevent some of the fluid from dripping out when we have the brake lines disconnected. Now I'm going to remove the wheel, use a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. Before you take the last one out, I'm just going to hold the wheel so it doesn't fall. Grab the wheel, pull it off. You can see the hose goes through a bracket right here and there's a clip. I'm just going to use some pliers, take that clip out. Just grab onto that, just pull. You can grab the hose, just take it out of the bracket. Loosen up the fitting for the brake hose. Use a 11mm line wrench. And make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. You might lose some fluid. Once you get it cracked free, you can switch to an open wrench. Pull that out. You can grab the hose, just give it a wiggle. Should come out of the bracket. Just rock it back and forth a little bit. Just pull that out. A little rusty. All right, pull that off. Using a 14mm line wrench. Loosen up the line, the hose on the caliper. Just twist it. And again, drain bucket underneath because you're going to lose some fluid. And there's the hose. Take the new hose, get it started in the caliper. Just start it by hand. Tighten that down. And if you can get a torque wrench on there, you want to torque that to 17 foot-pounds. That's good. You can use a 14mm crow's foot with a long extension. Take the hose, just make sure it goes in the area of the bracket. We'll put the clip in later. And we'll get the line started. Make sure it's not twisted. Looks good. And tighten down the fitting. And with a 11mm crow's foot, you can torque this to 11 foot-pounds. That's good. Now take the clip, get this lined up. Get that started. Push it back on. With some larger pliers, I'm just going to squeeze this and just push it on. There we go. A little bit hard, a little tricky to get started. And just push that all the way on. Now you can take the hood prop off. We're going to remove this cover. Use a 13mm socket. These are wing nuts. You just turn them about 90 degrees. Just loosen them. Once you get those all loose, grab this cover, pick it up, and it just comes out of the way. Now we'll just take a clean rag, just wipe down the cap. You don't want to get any dirt or debris inside. Take the cap off. Set that aside. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. With a drain bucket underneath, we're going to take the cap off the bleeder screw. And there is on this side has the brake warning indicator line or wire. Just take that out of the way. Using a 11mm wrench, just going to crack open the bleeder screw. You're going to get a little bit of air bubbles. And you just want to make sure you get like a steady stream. Once you have a steady stream, you can close it up. All right, no more bubbles. That's a steady stream. We're going to close this up. Snug that down. Take the wire for the pad sensor, put that around the bleeder screw cap, and snug that down. You can use a little brake parts cleaner, clean this up. You want to check the brake pedal for sponginess. If it still feels a little soft, you can do a full brake bleed procedure. Now you want to pump the brake pedal nice and slow. There's going to be a little bit of an air gap between the brake caliper piston and the brake pads. You'll feel it tightening up about after 5 or 6 tries. That's good. Now you can double check the fluid level and adjust accordingly. Yeah, put the wheel on. Get that lined up. Get the bolt started. Now snug these down. Now we're going to torque the lug nuts to 103 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Just go around again, double check. I'm going to take the cover, line that back up. Push it in place. And just tighten down the wing nuts. Just twist it like you're tightening it, 90 degrees. Go. Now that you're done, you can take the vehicle for a road test, double check for any leaks, and adjust accordingly. Using a fluid transfer pump, you want to take out as much brake fluid as possible. All right, that's good. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. Now we're going to go to each individual caliper, starting with the right rear, and then you're going to go to the left rear, and then the right front, and then the left front. We're going to follow that procedure. With the vehicle raised up and all 4 wheels off, we're on the right rear. Take the cap off the bleeder screw. You can move this wire using a 11mm wrench over the bleeder screw. Then I'm going to use a hose just to keep it clean. And then we're going to have an assistant inside the vehicle pump the brake pedal. Go ahead nice and slow 3 times. And then once they're holding, we're going to open up the bleeder screw. Brake fluid's going to come through the hose. You can see some bubbles. And close it up. All right, go ahead, pump it again 3 times, slow. Open it up again. No bubbles. We'll close that up. Fluid looks clean. Take that off. Go ahead, let off the brake pedal. Snug that up. Put the wire around the cap. Push that cap on. Use a little brake parts cleaner. Clean up the mess. You can have a drain bucket underneath, just so you don't drip it all over the place. And then you're going to do the same procedure on the left rear caliper. And top off the brake fluid. Now we're going to be on the right front caliper. You want to pop the cap off. Put the 11mm wrench on. And the hose. Have the assistant pump. Go ahead and pump the pedal 3 times. Hold it, and then open the screw. Close it up. We didn't get any bubbles there, but go ahead, pump it. And hold it. Open it up. Again, no bubbles. We'll do it one more time. Open it up. That looks good. Close that up. Go ahead and let off. Make sure that's snug. And put the cap on. Little brake parts cleaner. Clean that up. After that, then you're going to go to the left front wheel and do the same procedure. And top off the brake fluid. After that, if the brake pedal still feels soft or the fluid is dirty, you can start the procedure from the beginning and do it again. Then you want to put all 4 wheels back on the vehicle and torque those to 103 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.